Stephen Willis. I have a strong interest in finance and also have a passion for applying critical thinking to this sector. The number of people who get sold truly terrible financial products or outright defrauded is staggering, and seeing these people tricked out of their hard-earned money is one of the things which irks me most in life. The Scientology world looks to me like a place which financial manipulation or scams could easily occur, not only to members, but between members. If you look at the history of financial fraud, most instances seem to occur between members of community groups, churches, or families. People seem to let their guard down, assuming their neighbor has their back, unlike the outside world. The questions and basic critical thought which somebody would normally apply before walking into even a major financial institution seem to go out the window. Be it multi-level marketing, high-commission insurance products, high-fee investment funds, or outright Bernie Madoff type financial frauds, I picture Scientologists especially being prone to these sort of ripoffs. With the fierce group mentality and the much admired group of OTs, I can just picture the potential for bad stuff to spread like wildfire. After all, if a successful OT7 approached you as a mere pre-clear with an offer for a seemingly amazing investment, why wouldn't you sign up right away? Does this sort of activity happen in the Scientology community? Hey Stephen, thanks for the question, and you bet this happens all the time in the world of Scientology. I can't tell you how many times we had to do Scientology, bring it in-house to the church and deal with conflicts between Scientologists over business investments, partnerships that had eroded, bad deals. I mean, Reed Slatkin, it comes to mind. He was an investor who ran a whole Ponzi scheme within the world of Scientology. He defrauded millions and millions of dollars. He ended up going to jail. And then he got out, and I think he's dead now. And he wasn't the only one, not by a long shot, in the history of Scientology, of Scientologists taking advantage of other Scientologists financially. So, I even one time sat on a committee of evidence, which is a fact-finding body that is sort of the highest level of justice court-type action you can take in Scientology. I was a Sea Org member, and we had to do a committee of evidence on a dispute, a business dispute between Billy Sheehan, who was a bassist and professional musician, and some guy who had had some business dealing with him and tried to defraud him. And that was just one of hundreds that I saw over the years that I was in Scientology. So this goes on, like all the time. And the things that you said in your question are exactly why. People within this world of Scientology very definitely let their guard down when it comes to other Scientologists. There's there's an instant trust factor that occurs between members of a tight group like Scientology, right? Or I'm sure any group, not just destructive cults. And that trust can be taken advantage of, and people do it all day, every day. There was another guy, Kevin Trudeau. This was funny because after years of this kind of thing, so Kevin Trudeau is a guy who actually got kicked out of Scientology because of this, right? Because he was just so obviously scammy that even the Scientologists were like, yeah, dude, no, right? And he tried to pawn off Scientology materials on shopping network channels and stuff, and he was getting a foray into that world, trying to scam some money, and they were just not interested. They just showed him the door. I thought that was kind of funny. That all happened in LA. So even Scientology, in their own strange way, tries to prevent financial fraud and stuff. Because they want all the money, of course. I mean, let's be real, right? They look for and deal with this sort of thing because all that money belongs to the church, as far as the church is concerned. Okay, so anyway, that's my answer on that one. I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what goes on there.